Yo, 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 it's your boy D to the L to the S, man. It's about like 10 something, about 10:37, 10:38 at night. I might as well say almost 11 o'clock at night. And God put this on my heart like about roughly 2 hours ago, to actually talk about the subject that a lot of people go through nowadays. They've probably been going through this for, years and years and years and not really doing something about it. And this subject matter is called insecurities. I'm going to define insecurities for you. Insecurities, uncertainty or anxiety about oneself. But in a nutshell, it's lack of confidence. This is my testimony on being insecure. I always talk about the time I was in high school, middle school, up in that area. Look at this picture right here. At this time, I was weighing about 200 and roughly between 242 and 250 pounds. Well, I'm about 5'5", 5'4" at the time, so, I'm wide in all sides. So, you would think, I ain't really get that many girls. I was always hanging around with people that I wanted to get approval from because I wanted to be cool, because I wasn't really feeling myself. I didn't like the way I looked. As I examined this picture, at that time, I didn't even like the shoes that I wore because, we really couldn't just afford the nice Jordans or the nice Reeboks and things like that. So, not to be funny, but man, we had the shoes that I had on this picture. That was actually the $20 shoes that you get off the corner. It don't say it's Jordans, but it don't say Air Jordan. It just say Air. It just say Air. And even the shirt, it's a lowrider shirt. This is what I took my class picture in. But as I look at it and I thought about how I felt in that picture and during those times, I didn't like the shirt that I wore. I didn't like the pants that I wore. I didn't even like, wearing glasses all the time because, back in high school, if you wore glasses, you was always called four eyes. You was always teased. And if you're not really strong about yourself, if you don't really know who you are and things like that, you would let those people's words tear you down. And dealing with that caused me to be a follower and not a leader. And that haunted me for years on years because I knew that I was doing wrong. I knew that I was built to be great. I knew that I had a purpose in my life, but see, I was trying to follow somebody because I was so insecure with myself. I didn't like myself. I didn't like the color of my skin because, I was, you dark and things like that. And then, racist issues as well because I hung around, Caucasian people. So, I was getting looked at as, the dark person. I didn't like the way, I had the glasses. Didn't like how big I was as well. And then even me, even when I tried to figure out who I was, I always fell short because I end up going back to doing what I didn't want to do. But just because I wanted to feel approved and to feel secure, I would do what I didn't want to do. So, these are like some points that I just wrote. I mean, like God just put this on my heart just like couple of hours ago, and I'm gonna just talk about it. And this, this is some stuff that I've seen people actually do, and this is gonna be a couple of points right here. Insecurities will cause you to live a lifestyle to please people. Don't let that marinate. Insecurities will cause you to have unnecessary surgeries just so you can look good. I mean, I know you want to look good and things like that, but if there is a health reason, like, you gotta get this, liposuction or something like that in the area because, you just can't get that part off. But, women with the butt shots and, the injections in your face and getting new lips and all this other stuff, man, that is unnecessary. It's unnecessary. And to me, that's not sexy because you're not being the person that God created you to be. And here's another one, insecurities will cause you to indulge in bad habits that you were delivered from just so you can make that person like you. Now that's me right there. That's exactly what I used to do. Bad habits. I know I was delivered from them, but just because I wanted that person to like me or I wanted to fit in with that person or, relationship wise, I compromised a lot. I compromised a lot in my old relationships and things like that. And it cost me greatly, but I also learned from them. I'm going again. Insecurities will have you spend money that you do not have just to make that person smile. I mean, you with your homeboys or you with your homegirls, y'all at the club, y'all wilding out, knowing that you only got like maybe $20 in your pocket. And then, you might have something in your savings or on your debit card that you were saving up for rent. So just because they over there making it rain and everything, you want to say, hey, drinks on me, and spend your rent money. Just so they can say, oh, okay, man, you balling. And knowing you hurting yourself in the process. Here's another one. And it's a pretty good one, too. I mean, it might hurt. Oh, well. Insecurities will have you to stab your best friend in the back and disown them just because your boyfriend or your girlfriend doesn't like them. I've seen this happen a couple of times. It's like, just because your boyfriend or your girlfriend doesn't like your friend, just because that person is different, or maybe even that friend is trying to tell you about the person that you're with. You always have that friend saying, hey, that person not right for you, but you like, I don't care because I love that girl or I love that boy. No, you can't tell me nothing. And then next thing you know, that person start talking. Well, I don't like that person right there. I think you need to get rid of him. And then you be questioning yourself, well, we've been friends for like 20 years, 15 years, 5 years. But then that person somehow convinced you to stab them in the back and just disown them. I don't know who I'm talking to right now. I'm talking to somebody. Reason I sound like this because I'm kind of under the weather. But when God puts something on your heart, you must do it. And here's, for my last one, this is a very, very powerful quote. Man, I'm big on quotes. And, man, this is very powerful. Like, when I read it, it slapped me in the face like twice. I'm going to read it for you. Insecure people have to make excuses to put others down to feel confident. Confidence isn't walking into a room with your nose in the air, smelling yourself, and thinking you're better than anybody else. But it's walking into a room and not having to compare yourself to anyone in the first place. It's your boy D to the L to the S, Lost in Transition, Insecurities. And just to finish this off, I'm going to give you a snippet of my brother's poem, Determined, Insecurities. God bless.
Insecurities are like a warfare every time you wake up. Thinking in my head, I'm not good enough. Flashbacks of movies creep through my head, meditating on them when I wake up. Mirror, mirror on the wall. I can't see the wholeness that God gave me because the insecurities are causing me to fall. Man. And break into little pieces of me. Can somebody please connect the dots and find the real me? Oh, man. My heart is broken up into tears from bullying, rape, and child abuse twins. Fear, oh, fear to speak. Do you hear the trembling from my voice? Shaking from the childhood threats that have caused me not to eat? Cutting my wrists. Numbering the times I have been beat. Hearing the voice crying in the wilderness saying, I'm tired of everybody bullying me, no time to breathe. Cause my enemies are suffocating me, leaving me with no oxygen to breathe. It feels like I'm stuck in a beautiful nightmare, hitting and punching myself, trying to get myself to wake up. Like me, I was afraid to be myself, trying to be someone else, but not knowing I was killing my own character. Right.